I am a Korean refugee. Korean is one of the many ethnic groups in Burma. The first 11 years of my life were spent in Thailand, in a refugee camp. My parents and siblings were born in Burma, now called Myanmar. Burma was once a flourishing country. Now it has become a place where love and peace are just glaciers that are being melted away by the fire of war. The war started after World War II, when the British left Burma. The Burmese people, mainly Buddhist, wouldn't let the Korean people, who were mostly Christians, have rights to their land and government. Ever since then, the Burmese government has tortured the Korean and other minority groups to get rid of them. In 1994, my parents' village was turned into ashes, so my family was forced to run away in the forest. They suffer harsh weather conditions without enough food and shelter. They kept running away until they were lucky enough to find Mela Refugee Camp, where I was born. Mela Refugee Camp became a new home for my family, and I lived a simple life. I went to school and made unforgettable childhood memories. However, sometimes I would have tears in my eyes and refuse to eat rice and uti, fish paste that my mother would serve every day. Once in a million days, my heart would be filled with happiness when my mother cooked one of our chicken for dinner. Life in the refugee camp was not easy. We were not allowed to travel outside the fence. Some people lived in the camp for more than 20 years without experiencing the real world. We were under Thai police restrictions. Some people were arrested for trying to escaping out of the camp to find jobs. We had no electricity. We used moonlight as our street lights. We built our own bamboo house with neighbors' help. And we had no idea whether the camp would close down and leave us homeless. After 8 long years of eating nyauti, one day the gong rang for a meeting. We heard the Korean chief announce an opportunity for everyone to travel to a far away and unknown place called America. He said it was the land of freedom, peace, and plenty of food. He said, though, there was no guarantee that people could take care of us forever. So some people were excited and planning to start the application process. But some people were confused, just like me. The idea of starting a bright new life drove my family to come to America. On September 11, 2007, we arrived in America. Bright midnight streetlights introduced us to Georgia. But our caseworker said no light in our house for the first night. Midnight darkness filled my heart. I was terrified. I would have traded anything to be back in my bedroom bed. We live in Clarkston, Georgia. Thousands of refugees have moved into Clarkston. A few weeks after I arrived, I was excited to start school, but everything seemed to go wrong. When I got on the bus, no one spoke to me. I didn't know where to sit. I couldn't understand anything they said in the classroom. I didn't feel welcome. I was scared to tell my parents about my problems because I felt sorry for them for having to stand up all day at their work in the chicken factory. As time moved on, I was no longer excited about school, but I was still hoping for a miracle to happen. Then, the summer after 6th grade, the miracle happened. I met a woman named Miss Teresa who told me about the Global Village Project. The Global Village Project is a special school for refugee girls like me. I had classmates from different parts of the world. However, we all became very close because we all understood each other's situation. Our teachers showed us much love and care. They believed in us and supported us. We also have volunteer tutors who gave us one-on-one help. I can still remember the kindness on the tutor's face, the way she showed me with her body when she was trying to explain the word giant. What I especially loved about the Global Village Project is my music class, because I always had fun while learning something new. One of the songs that we learned was called "This Land Is Your Land" by Woody Guthrie. Through this song, I was introduced to the history of the Great Depression and the suffering of the migrants. Like the migrants of the Great Depression, my family had to choose a new path toward a better life. Singing a song with my classmates reminded me that I was not going through life alone. My teacher, Miss Kelly, gave us reading and writing assignments every day. At first, I was reading a book for first graders. Later, it came to the day where I was able to write my autobiography and read novel on my own. 2 years passed, and I was ready to go off to high school. But the Global Village Project didn't send me off to high school alone. They gave me a mentor who could help me with everything. I became very hopeful. And the school also inspired me to have a goal. My goal in life is to become an educator. After I have sharpened my skills as a teacher, I would like to find a path to travel back to Burma, to teach, and to build a school. I want to help those children who are not able to cross the bridge away from persecution in their homeland. In my mind, I can picture a small bamboo classroom where children are no longer toiling in the fields or cities, but learning and laughing and grateful. It would be a beautiful thing if I could fulfill my dream of helping other children achieve their dream. Thank you.